Good afternoon, children. Today we are going to be doing one beautiful poem. Our today's poem is Childhood, and the poet is Marcus Nathan. Before I begin, can anyone just let me know what they understand by the word child or childhood? Very good. So, whatever you all have given me the explanation regarding the word, I'm just going to be summing it up. So, childhood is the most playful time period, and it is a phase of innocence, energy, and tremendous inclination towards outdoor activities along with fun and play. There is no ego, and the child tends to live in a very carefree life. So, today in this poem, we are going to be reading about childhood, and the poet is pondering deeply over the question of his lost childhood. He recalls a number of stages when his thoughts and perceptions about the world and people changed, and he tries to identify that one particular stage or time when he lost his childhood and stepped into adulthood. He feels a sense of nostalgia for the loss of childhood and finally settles down with an idea that his childhood has gone to some forgotten place and that place could only be found in an infant's face. So let's begin with the explanation of the poem. In the first stanza, the poet wonders about when his childhood came to an end, and he asked himself, was it the day he was no longer 11 years old? And was it the day he realized that hell and heaven existed that could not be found in geography or on the map? He realized that they are the imaginary places that actually do not exist in the world. And the very first stanza is dealing with rationalism over here, when he had started having that rational attitude coming in himself. In the second stanza, the poet again repeats the same question about when did his childhood go, and he wonders about the day when he started seeing the world with a new perception that adults are hypocrites and are not how they seemed to be. The adults who talked of love and preached of love and yet never behaved so lovingly. So they are double faced in reality, and was that the day when his childhood he lost? So, in the second stanza, the poet is talking about the hypocrite nature of the adults. In the third stanza, the poet deliberates on the same question about when he lost his childhood, and he asked himself about the possibilities. He wonders about the day he realized that his mind was his own and could use it the way he wants, when he realized that he could produce his own thoughts which were not bound by anyone, when he sensed his own individuality and a separate personality. Was that the day he lost his childhood? The third stanza is dealing about the individuality, that when the poet starts realizing that now he can make his own decisions, he can think about his own self. In the last stanza, the poet remorses about his lost childhood, and he concludes that his childhood had gone to some forgotten place which will never come back. He cherished his innocence, which vanished now and could be only seen in a baby's face. He only has sweet memories of his childhood, which would soon fade away. He also conveyed a message that the innocence of childhood stays till the time one is an infant, and that is all he knows.